hindi na po subject to the financial position totally of the government sa regular GAA. Kasi ngayon po, pwede naman po talagang hatiin or bawasan ang pension depending on the financial situation of the government. Kaya nga po may arrearages, may utang po na binabayaran at naghahabol.
Magandang araw sa atin lahat mga kababayan at good news para sa mga military and uniform personnel dahil ang kanilang pensyon ay hindi na kailangang galawin bagkos ay nanindigan itong si Department of National Defense Secretary Gibo Chodoro na maghahanap na lang sila ng pagkukunan ng pondo at ang contribution na hinihingi nga ni Secretary Jokno ay dito na lang umano sa mga bagong pasok at sa mga aktibo sa serbisyo para hindi na magkaroon ng problema at posibleng magiging dahilan ng pag-aklas ng ilang miyembro nga ng military and uniform personnel.
So, as we pivot towards external defense, perhaps we should also readjust the manner in which we allocate scarce intelligence resources. The rules require that civilian agencies utilize their confidential funds in support of their mandate and operations, for the most part, an orientation towards internal defense. Thus, it has been suggested that these resources be realigned towards external defense by reallocating them to agencies like the DND, PCG, and NICA with the mandate and capability to utilize them effectively. So sa halip po na i-disperse itong scarce intelligence resources sa ibang mga civilian agencies, hindi kaya better utilized sila gamit yung expertise ng mga intelligence agencies at naka-target towards external threats. So ano pong opinion nyo sa ganitong mga panukala, Mr. Chair?
Yung sa civilian agencies po na may intelligence and confidential funds po, dalawa po ang purpose. First po is for the internal anti-criminal security po ng agency, anti-scam, pagbibili po ng mga, of course, like biometric equipment and the like. Ang dapat po natin malaman siguro po ngayon, meron pong fusion din ng external threats through internal activities po na nakadisperse po at binabalidate po natin, hindi pa po validated ito, through different activities of society under the jurisdiction of different departments, no? Kaya, because the best way ho to probably weaken a country is rather than an overt warlike function or disruption of your facilities is really to take control of your internal economy, internal processes, and the like. Yun po, kinakailangan din po ng intelligence and confidential funds ng different agencies para ho mabantayan at masugpo ito.
Salamat, Secretary. Na-appreciate ko naman na baka may ilang mga civilian agencies na merong talagang nasa mandate nila, pati yung anti-crime at pati yung pag-fusion nga doon sa mga department tulad ng sa inyo na may mandate at capacity talaga to work against external threats kasama yung mga totoong intelligence agencies na. In a previous hearing, the DND assured us that the Philippines would retain sovereignty and control over the so-called agreed locations under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement. Our relationship with U.S. bases before or facilities now in our country are perhaps best described as complicated. Paano po natin masisiguro, Secretary, na sa pamamagitan ng EDCA, mapurpursue natin yung ating sariling national security interests kasabay nung pag-pursue ng US sa kanyang national security interests? At paano po natin maiiwasan o mamimitigate yung mga posibleng social harms na involved dito? Naalala ko po kasi, Sec, yung Jennifer Laude incident, where it appeared to many Filipinos that the American serviceman involved in her death was given special treatment. So, paano po natin masisiguro hindi ito mauulit at yung ating national interest ay mangibabaw at maiiwasan po yung social harms, Mr. Chair.
Thank you for the question, Your Honor. It's really a two-way street. We provide logistical support to the U.S. Government, the U.S. Armed Forces, but in turn, their obligation is to capacitate us with our capabilities po, a capability upgrade. And as a matter of fact po, we are undergoing now a vetting process for that. That's called the General Secrecy of Military Information Agreement, where our processes will be vetted to enable us to be a recipient of that. And it's a quid pro quo, Your Honor. And we will make sure, Your Honor, that the deal is to the best interest of both countries and not lopsided. We have to be very vigilant also and to be very aggressive in enforcing Philippine interests, first and foremost, Your Honor.
From our uniformed personnel vis-a-vis various proposals to reform their pension system. So paano nyo po nakikita na kami sa Kongreso, ang Senado, ang House of Representatives ay pinaka mahusay naming ma-address itong mga concerns at mapagaan yung pag-aalinlangan nila, pag-aalala nila, no, yung ating men and women in uniform, Mr. Chair.
Aming salamat po, Your Honor. Sa ngayon po, lagay na po ang loob nila kasi nakinig po ang Kongreso at alam po nila ang suporta ng House. Hindi naman po tayo hindi nagre-recognize na kailangan natin ng fiscal prudence. Kaya nga po, kami po ay na magsisikap sa ilalim po ng batas sana na ma-dissolve na yung RSBS by law para mailagay na po ito sa AFP Retirement Trust Fund. Ma-realign po ang BCDA share ng Armed Forces from modernization dahil ito'y napaka-modest. Ilagay na lang po sa Retirement Trust Fund. At nagsisikap din po kami ng DENR na malinis na po lahat ng titulo ng lupain na hindi lang po armed forces pero DND properties na rin po. Para sa ganon, ma-seed capital po ito sa separate retirement trust fund. Matagal po ito na magiging mature. Ngunit, pag ito yung nag-mature, ano po ang benepisyo? Ang benepisyo po nito ay may separate trust fund na pwedeng pagkunan ng pondo para sa retirement po nila na hindi na po subject to the financial position totally of the government sa regular GAA. Kasi ngayon po, pwede naman po talagang hatiin or bawasan ang pension depending on the financial situation of the government. Kaya nga po may arrearages, may utang po na binabayaran at naghahabol. Ngayon, matagal po na proseso ito dahil matagal din po naman na nahinog itong sitwasyon po na ito. At sa ngayon po, kailangan balansehin po natin ang moral and welfare ng ating pong mga kasundaluhan. At ang pinag-uusapan po dito sana ay hindi percentages, kung hindi magkano ang net take-home pay na iuwi ng ating sundalo. Ngayon po ay sila ay lagay sa sa posisyon po ng House at sa Kongreso. Ang retirees ay wala pong galawan ang kanilang benepisyo at ang mga naninilbihan po ngayon ay hindi po rin gagalawin ang kanilang mga benepisyo. At ang kanilang mga karapatan sa ilalim po ng kanilang tinatanggap ngayon. Sa mga bagong entries po, pwede natin pong pag-usapan. Hindi naman po ako nag-o-object sa contributions po na gagawin nila. Kasi kailangan din po sa mga bagong recruit po, turuan din po natin ng financial literacy at financial saving habits. Ngunit po, kung ipagkakaloob po ng Kongreso, ang non-contribution na rin po nila, malaki pong tulong ito sa moral and welfare ng ating kasundaluhan. Ang current pensioners po natin ay 138,000 lamang. At hindi natataas po ito dahil ang Armed Forces of the Philippines hindi na po lalaki. Hindi po tulad ng kapulisan at ibang mga services na may ratio of policeman or fireman to population. Ito po ay nandiyan na lang po sila eh. On the other hand po, we will be entrusting them with more and more responsibilities and more secure capabilities and more expensive capabilities. So, kung hindi po natin i-secure din ang retirement nila, ready, willing, and able po ang private sector na kunin sila sa special skills po na kanilang nalalaman. So, those are the practical arguments po. I will not go into the sentimental arguments which everybody knows already, particularly those who have, particularly those of them who have seen their comrades fall. It is a highly charged emotional environment. So this is my proposal po. Ang proposal ko, let us go very deliberately on pension reform po. And then when passion subside, because the atmosphere, the exchanges have been quite emotional. So, and too fiery, like Senator Amy said, let's cool down passions so we can really talk numbers in a less volatile environment and not right now where we need each and everyone to be at the top of his or her game. Yun po ang aking pakiusap.